Welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for the month of February. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Aries, in this reading, I'm going to take a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge here is the Seven of Swords and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. So your biggest challenge here for the month of February is the Seven of Swords. Now, with the Seven of Swords, I'm immediately getting, as we enter into the month of February, especially mid-February for you, if you're a rising Aries, that means the sun is going to be entering into your 12th house in Western astrology, okay? So that means what's coming in for you is the sun is going to transit that 12th house, which is connected to secrets. It's connected to things that are hidden from us and things that we don't see. You do also have the moon here in the near future, and your challenge here is the Seven of Swords. So my intuition, what I feel is happening for you, what you don't see coming, challenging wise, is the fact that something here that is happening, that you intuitively feel, lies, deception, dishonesty. A lot of you already feel that, right? You're like, somebody here isn't honest. I don't trust this situation. And that's your challenge, to honor or listen to your intuition, because somebody here, and I don't want to make assumptions, I'm just saying what I see in the cards. Seven of Swords is not the greatest energy, right? It's like, somebody here has a hard time recognizing and seeing somebody who is not honest, somebody who's a liar, somebody who cheats, or somebody who's only involved or in this situation because it benefits them to some way, shape, or form, okay? And we're going to talk more about that when we clarify. Now, in the recent past, you have the Two of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Something here ended because it just wasn't for you. It may have ended very badly. You may have disconnected from the situation with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I do feel like you started to pull your energy back from this person. And as a result of that, something here came to an end. We're going to talk more about that when we clarify in a moment. In the present moment, you have the Knight of Swords, you have the Knight of Wands, and you have the Eight of Wands. So I do feel in the present moment, you're communicating what you need with a particular person. You're making it very clear what your position is, and this person that you're dealing with is making their position very clear. But one of the things that I see is you and this person butt heads. Whoever this person is in the present moment, an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a Leo, we're going to find out more when we clarify. In the near future, you have the Page of Wands, you have the Moon, and you have the Four of Swords. So in the near future, it looks like you're moving into a completely new direction. And of course, that makes sense because by the end of February, we're going to enter into, of course, March. March, like I said to everyone, if you've watched previous videos that I've done on the channel, there is going to be a major change in the month of March 2024 for everybody, but it's going to affect everybody differently. Primarily, it's going to affect you a lot, and I'm going to tell you why it's going to affect you a lot as we get into your reading. So I'm going to clarify this, and I'm going to give you more information on this new direction and exactly what you need to know, because your rebirth is coming in, okay? Your birthday is coming up, which means rebirth, which means new you. So yeah, we're going to talk about that in a moment. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. There's a very strong energy here of a choice or a decision that may need to be made, okay? So, choice or decision. This choice or decision happens when you are in pain. When you say enough is enough. I've had enough. I don't want to do this anymore. This is the limit. And that's what forces you to make some sort of decision, okay? So let's see what's going on for you. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords. Whoop. Okay, so your challenge for February is clarified by the Six of Swords. You have the Six of Pentacles and the Death. Your biggest challenge here is to recognize when somebody isn't being honest, to recognize when someone's breadcrumbing, to recognize when somebody's just telling you what you want to hear. For many of you, this is somebody that maybe you're connected to in some way, shape, or form. Your biggest challenge here is to recognize when enough is enough. Because in February, something becomes enough. And you may decide to disconnect from this situation in order for it to transform into something bigger or better. I see somebody here not being honest, okay? I don't know who you're dealing with, but I see somebody here not being honest, or somebody here taking advantage of your good nature. And it's gonna be a big challenge for you to recognize that and not just live in this illusion, okay? You do have the Fool at the bottom of the deck, so you disconnecting from this situation is you actually focusing on your new beginning and what's good for you. And I did mention to you that a lot of you, especially if you watched my previous reading that I did for you, I talked about how you're an Aries. You're meant to go off and do things on your own. You're meant to be independent and self-sufficient. And if you're not, if you're in a codependent relationship or you're in a codependent situation, it will come to an end because there's a lack of honesty here, whether you're not being honest or the person you're dealing with isn't being honest. And that's why somebody here is disconnecting because they feel breadcrumbed or they feel like they're not getting enough out of the situation. Something here is out of balance. Okay, so that's what I see as your challenge. Okay, recognizing when something here needs to change or transform and be willing to disconnect from it if you need to. All right, now let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is clarified by the Page of Swords. You have the Nine of Swords and you have the Knight of Pentacles. So it looks like for many of you in the recent past, it took you a while to disconnect from something, but then you realized over time that it was time for you to disconnect from this situation. It's like, okay, I need to disconnect from this. And the reason why you disconnected from this in the past, Aries, was because it created nothing but stress and anxiety for you. I'm also getting for many of you in the past, you started to pull your energy back from a particular person in order to find balance within you. You found out here in the past someone was keeping something from you, and this person eventually, somebody here eventually admitted something to you, and that's what brought the relationship or situation to an end. Because once you found out the truth, you're like, oh, why do I need to worry about this anymore? I mean, it is what it is. So it's almost like something that happened in the past is repeating itself in order for you to learn from it. Okay. So in the recent past, there was a disconnection. Something here came to an end. You had a new beginning on your own, which brought way more balance into your life in the past. Okay. Now in the present moment, I see you dealing with someone who you've had, there's like, it's like, this is my point of view. And then this person's like, but this is my point of view. And it's like clashing energy. I do see some sort of communication coming in. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords in the present moment for Aries. So the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. You have the Star and you have the Emperor. So it looks like for you in the present moment, somebody here, there's this energy of like someone threatening, you know, I'm leaving, I'm going to leave, I'm going to go, I'm going to leave. You know, I don't know if I should even be involved with this with you. I don't even know if I should get involved with you because I don't know if you see me in your future. Okay, it's a very specific message. I think this person you're dealing with, they want some sort of clarity on the future with you. They want some sort of stability here. And some of you, if this is not you getting involved with a person, this is you choosing to take action towards your future and letting go of what doesn't work for you anymore. Okay, so it can work either way. Either you're dealing with somebody or you don't have someone, but you're in this Knight of Swords energy, which is, you know, I'm cutting off everything that doesn't serve me. I'm cutting off everything that doesn't have value to me anymore. And I'm focusing on my future because I want happiness. I want to heal. I want to find stability within myself. I don't want to be connected to something that doesn't hold value for me. And you may be letting this person know that, or they may be letting you know that. Okay, somebody here wants more stability in the future. And this is what's creating some sort of conflict. And by the way, the conflict that's taking place in the present moment, it's happening behind the scenes. It's not happening publicly. It's happening behind the scenes. So what's the important message for Aries in the present moment. So the Knight of Swords is clarified by the King of Cups. You have the Four of Cups and you have the Six of Cups. So it looks like for you in the present moment, with the Knight of Wands, excuse me, there's a very strong energy here of you refusing to go back to the past. You're refusing to go back to what you did in the past or how you lived in the past. It's like, I'm not going back there. I'm not going back there. And because you are ignoring the past, or you don't care about the past, or you're not, your focus isn't there, it's like you're ignoring it. It looks like somebody here is coming in a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's like you're ignoring this person, or something happened in the past between you and this person. You're kind of turning your back on them and you're like, okay, whatever, do your thing. So you're letting it be known in the present moment what you want. For some of you, this person gets it. For others of you, they don't. And that's why you're like, okay, they don't get it, then that's fine. No big deal. A lot of you are married, or you're in a commitment, but you're doing your own thing. Okay. And this is what's going to lead to the abundance that you want. So again, some of you get it, some of you don't. If you get it, you're going to realize you're abundant within yourself. You're going to create that self-sufficiency within yourself. And here's the thing. This is what people may or may not realize. When you start to create abundance and value within yourself, and you show up to a relationship and you're like, hey, this is what I have to offer. This is what I can do to make your life better. That person immediately wants you, immediately. But when you come towards a situation and you're lacking value and you're just there for yourself and you're just taking advantage of the situation, people start to disconnect from that energy. So depending on what Aries you are, because there will be those of you who are toxic and those of you who are aware of your toxicity and you're working on it. And some of you are dealing with someone who's toxic, right? And, so just apply it to your situation. But either way, there's communication here about, hey, you need to be more, interdependent instead of codependent. You need to bring value, because if you don't bring value, we don't need you. Right? And this is what's happening with a lot of the layoffs now, right? Everybody's getting laid off, or people are just saying, I don't need you because you don't bring value. And we have AI coming in now, right? AI is kind of like taking over everybody's jobs because people are just kind of in the motions, right? Like people are just in the motions. And instead of being in the motions, we need to start using our minds to bring value from within ourselves into relationships. And that's what the Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant are representing here, which therefore brings forth the abundance that we're looking for, 10 of Pentacles. That's what's happening in the present moment, okay, for you. And that's why something here is coming to an end, all right? So let's talk about the near future. Let's clarify something's hidden from you in the near future. There's something here that you need to be aware of with the Moon. So the Moon is clarified by the Ace of Swords. You have the Knight of Cups and you have the Two of Swords. So in the near future, it looks like for many of you, you finally start to get clear on something. And I'm getting, there's something here about a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. Okay, but I'm getting more Pisces, Scorpio energy here, or a Gemini, or a Libra. Okay. There's something here about closed off energy in the near future. Like somebody's choosing to close themselves off because they find out the truth. And this is what your challenge is about, because when you find out the truth, you're going to be like, oh, that's what's been going on. Oh, that's why this happened. And it forces you to move into a new direction, because a lot of you know in the present moment you need to move into a new direction, but you're like, no, it's fine. Let's just keep things status quo. Let's just keep things status quo. No, let's not change it. But you're forced to change things here in the near future, whether you like it or not. Okay, it's because you find something out. And all this is happening during the time the sun is in your 12th house in Pisces. So by February 15th, moving forward, that's when you find something out. And you find something out when you're spending a lot of time on your own. You're going to heal from this situation, because when you find out the truth, it may be shocking for you. It may be like, oh my God, I can't believe that this happened. A relationship here in the near future may start to become difficult, or it may be challenging because it's forcing you to recognize what you need to do for yourself. You're going to have a choice to either continue being in this relationship or kind of just doing your own thing. I mean, you can still be involved in this relationship and still just do your own thing. But there will be a choice. Okay, there will be a choice is what it's telling me. All right, so let's get some advice for you. What's the advice for Aries? The advice for you is the Strength, the 5 of Cups, and you have the 9 of Cups. Your biggest piece of advice here is not to reminisce about the things that do not work out. Find the inner strength to recognize what you need to do to bring happiness to yourself. If you're looking outside of yourself for happiness, or you're looking outside of yourself for some sort of expectation for people to give you what you need, that's where you end up failing, okay? So it's really, really important that you focus on what you are bringing to the table. What value are you bringing to this situation? Because for many of you, when somebody doesn't do what you want to do, it creates a lot of sadness within you. But it's actually an opportunity for you to recognize the strength that you have within yourself to make yourself happy, because you're an Aries. It's not about what everybody else is doing. It's like, what am I doing for myself right now to be happy now? And when somebody messes up and they don't live up to your standard, you can be like, okay, they didn't live up to my standard. I can make myself happy. And that's when you're going to know you have the true inner strength to truly be in this place of self-satisfaction, okay? And that's going to be your biggest piece of advice. Aries, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.